Hello, everyone, and welcome back to our second game of the day today. It's going to be another very exciting match between the Brighton Fireballers and the Herts All-Stars.
So we are here with the coaches pitch final for the Youth National Baseball Championships from Farnham Park, and I'm being joined in the booth here by Anthony Barinello.
Hi, Jerry. Thank you for the intro, and very exciting here. Any final match is exactly that, a final match. This is part of the fun part of the baseball of baseball here in the UK, where the youngest of all the competitors are out there showing their stuff and trying to win a championship. Few modified rules for this level of play. One being that there's 4 strikes per batter. There's also a 4-run maximum rule per inning. No pass balls, no steals. So the idea is to keep the game moving for kids of this age, so that everyone can stay engaged and have fun. But hey folks, it's a final, so let's see. Jerry, you want to read out the starting lineups?
Yes, we've got Tom Francis here, our third baseman, doing really well today. 2 hits, couple RBIs, and there's a ground ball to the right side. Second baseman fields a nice play there. So that's a 4-3 put out. And Francis jumping all over the first pitch from our pitcher here, Lee Manning, for the Herts All-Stars.
Nice play on defense there by the Fireballers.
And the second batter here is Leon Grotowski.
Always tricky for the coach here, Jerry. A lot of pressure on the coach to throw the ball over the plate, and I can tell you, not so easy.
Yeah, Leon's been struggling all year, and his ERA there is about 132. Earlier today, he got knocked out for about 12 runs, 2 hits.
It happens, yeah.
And there's another ground ball to the right side, fielded again by our second baseman. That makes another fantastic plays for the Fireballs. I'll tell you that defense is showing their strength all tournament here.
I'll tell you what, Jerry, 2 nice plays. Nothing better for a team than to rack up outs, right? 4-inning game, you got to get 12 outs. So ground ball to the shortstop and squirts through the infield for a base hit. So the Herts All-Stars have the first base runner, and a high five from the coach at first base. Is there anything better, Jerry, than the high five in youth baseball? I
got to admit, though, Anthony, you are absolutely right. Talk about the motivation. And there's one right up the middle and almost taking off Lee's head, but it's fielded by the shortstop to make out number 3.
Force out at second. Little bobble by the second baseman, but good recovery and good flip to the shortstop covering the bag. So well done.
So, for those joining us here for the Coaches Pitch Finals, a little bit of the rule changes here. Each batter gets 4 strikes, and there are no walks. The objective here for Coaches Pitch is to have the players make the transition from hitting off a tee, which the ball is sitting static on the top of the tee, over to a coach for their team, which pitches at a short distance, and the transition is really a big part of the development as they progress into the big show.
That's well said, Jerry. In normal baseball, the pitcher is trying to get the batter out, but in coach pitch baseball, the coach is trying to have the batter put the ball in play. So warming up here. I'll go through the lineup quickly here for the Fireballers. Batting leadoff, playing second base, number 17, Evan Gulliver. Playing shortstop, number 35, Sam Stevenson. Playing pitcher, number 31, Rupert Head. Batting cleanup, Ethan O'Brien, number 18, in left field. Good power hitting position. Playing first base, number 6, Oscar Miller. Oscar, that's a great name. Third baseman, number 28, Lucas de Lopez. Your catcher today is Ollie Yates, number 20. The center fielder is Alex Eason. George Fotis is 21, also a catcher. And Grace Stevenson, 25, right field. So,
and there's a shot by Gulliver, but it's fouled on the left-hand side. And Ewan Gulliver, I think he had a participation in the UK team that went to Czech earlier this year and did a fine showing. So Gulliver with a lot of international experience.
At a young age, how about that, huh?
That's fantastic, isn't it, huh?
One of the real benefits of baseball in Europe is being able to travel. You know, Jerry, that infield is dry, and you're getting big bounces on these balls. Also, fastballs through the infield.
And Gulliver hitting a shot to the outfield. Looks like an inside-the-park home run, and it is. How about that? Gulliver showing that international experience, playing those extra games, getting that great coaching from Dad. And there he is, an inside-the-park home run, and we've got our first run for the day for the Fireballers.
Good scamper around the bases there. Well done.
There's another hit to the left-hand side to the third baseman, which gets through his glove, and we've got another base hit. So we've got a runner on first base here, and the Fireballers are not done early on. Rupert Head.
Good cut by Rupert. Pop fly, bounces, fielded, and good job. The runner was safe and the pitcher held on to the ball. So I like that sort of action, Dave, knowing custody of the ball.
And we've got runners at first and second here with no outs for the Fireballs, and they're not done. And there's a shot up in the infield, which is going to be picked up foul. And for those of you, one of the rules is, again, some changes. There is no infield fly rule in coach's pitch. So keep that in mind. And there's our pitcher, struggling a little bit with a ball. And there's a ground ball up to the shortstop, where the shortstop can't field it, and it goes out to the left fielder. That's going to score at least one run. So we've got another run for the Fireballs. And we've got now runners at first and second again with nobody out here. The Fireballs are definitely not done.
So Herts needs to settle down and try and get an out, and preferably a force out at third. Ooh. The dangers of coach pitch. Dear old Dad took one there. I think he took one for the team.
And he's got a infield hit here where it loads up the bases here for the Fireballers. Not to be undone, the Fireballers showing the spirit of Brighton. Brighton being one of the gems in the United Kingdom, right off the coast. Great facility in the Brighton Baseball Club. They've done such a great... there's a hit down the left side that gets over the head of the left fielder. That's got to be at least 100 feet. And the left fielder does a great job of fielding and is throwing it in, but that's going to score at least 3 runs. How about that?
Oh, that's a triple and clears the bases, and that's a heck of a wallop by a young person who knows how to swing the bat. That's great stuff.
And we've got... So we got 4 runs here, so there's a max here, and that's another rule change.
Look how happy number 28 is, huh? How about that?
So as we make the transition here to the second inning, for all of you joining us, we welcome you. We are at the Youth National Baseball Championships, brought to you by the British Baseball Federation, national governing body of baseball. This is the Coach's Pitch Final. On the day, we have 25 teams competing this weekend, 15th, 16th of September. The Coach's Pitch Final includes 6 teams. We've got down to these 2 prized possessions, British baseball. The Brighton Fireballs versus the Herts All-Stars. Both clubs with a tradition that goes back many years, and there's a lot of success and lots of gratitude for both organizations that they've done a great job to develop the sport.
I've been up to the Herts complex many a time. and they've hosted a lot of men's tournaments, a lot of various kids tournaments, and Aspie and the crew up at Herts do a nice job. Really part of the, really a deep part of the baseball fabric here in British baseball. Okay, so we're now at top of the second. Top of the second with batter up from Herts. The coach gets down on one knee, kicks, wheels, and deals, and there's a pop fly. Goes back, pop fly to the pitcher. Nice play. Backpedaled, made the catch. That's 1 out. This Fireballs team looks really composed this afternoon, both at the plate and in the field. A little inside by the coach. I'll point out again that the pitcher who's standing closest, you can see him the back of their head, closest to the coach pitch, is wearing a helmet, and that's in case you get one of those hot shots back up the middle. They're going to be protected. Look just like that. Pegged off the pitcher, and there's a infield base hit. So for those of you watching at home, you can see why you want to give that player playing the pitcher's position just a little bit of extra protection, just in case. The worst thing you can have in baseball is anyone hitting the head, whether it be a coach or a player or whomever. Okay, batter digs in, coach digs in. Set, there's a pop fly. Pop fly, which bounces just by second base, scampers away. And the Herts All-Stars have runners at first and second with 1 out. And
so the score here is the Brighton Fireballs 4, the Herts All-Stars 0 in the top of the second. And there's a swing and a miss. And Herts wearing the black uniform tops with red trimming with the white pants. There's a major swing here. Our lefty here for the Herts, hitting .247, 3 RBIs, and great on-base percentage of 982. And there's a swing and a miss, and that's a foul ball, it looks like. So throughout the broadcast today, we will be having some guests join us in the booths, trying to get their take on some questions that we've been receiving throughout the broadcast. There's a hit to the shortstop, which makes a nice fine play. The runners advance, however, and now we have runners at each base.
And they have managed to get the
Oh, they